Guys, Eric Ten Hag complicates football. Listen, why on earth is Amad Diallo on the bench for all that time? The boy was even mad by the time he came on, and it wasn't the plan to bring him on. What exactly is wrong with Eric Ten Hag? Welcome to the Native of Sport. My name is Webb, guys. I hate it that we are going back to the same place. Honestly, I watched this game, and after some time, it felt like I was watching a friendly game, a friendly match. Honestly, it lost the fire in it. The gear was not there. They killed it and calmed it, and Man United were playing like they were playing for a draw. That's what they came for, and they were comfortable. They were not engaging the top gear. But the selection from Eric Ten Hag, listen, let me first give Manuel Ugarte his flowers. Of course, I made a joke around social media saying that Manuel Ugarte is another Man United legend already. He's number three among the top five best defenders of all time, midfielders in the Premier League of all time. And of course, you can imagine the flack I got from people. Of course, that was banter. Really, anyone who has a brain would understand that. But listen, Ugarte had his best game in a Man United jersey. I think if it is arriving, Ugarte has now shown us what we paid for. This is the Ugarte we are hoping to see. He was expressive, enjoying himself, getting balls off the feet of players, almost a goal line clearance. I thought for me, he was the man of the match. For me, he was the man of the match. Of course, even Maxime, Saint Maxime tried for Fenerbahce, but I don't want to focus on our players. I think Manuel Ugarte, of course, Onana had a double save. Beautiful stuff there. I thought the Delete also had a decent game, and I think those were our best players, if you ask me. With all, in all honesty, but listen, for me, the biggest talk of that game, what I want to focus on after giving Ugarte his flowers, is Eric Ten Hag. First of all, starting Nusel Mazraoui, good as he is, by the way, I love Mazraoui. I thought 15 million was a bargain for Man United, but playing Mazraoui as a number 10, and your justification is here, he can play there because he can play in the half spaces when he's on the right back, and he played him there as Ajax. Eric Ten Hag has got to remember that this is not Ajax. This is not bloody Ajax. This is Manchester United. Some of the things that worked at Ajax cannot exactly work at Man United. Playing Mazraoui as a 10, when you've got Anthony, when you've got Amad Diallo on the bench, it's a vote of no confidence in these players. They cannot play for you. It's disrespecting them. I'm telling you, Amad is mad again. You saw him, he came on just because Anthony got an unexpected injury, but Ahmad was not happy. But you clearly saw in this game, early in the game, you could see that we needed Ahmad in this game to step up the tempo of the game. It was too dull an affair. It was too dull. It lacked the fire. You start with Zach up top. Hoyland has been in the mood, had a good previous game. You're saying he just returned from a long injury, and you're managing him. Come on, you need results. This man behaves. He's managing his own team. That he will fire himself when he's tired. He has all the time, the luxury of time. We've got now 3 draws in the Europa League. It's not enough. They won't take us anywhere. But this man is just doing things like, he's in no rush. He doesn't care. He's taking his time. I mean, the progress in Man United is so subtle that it's painful to endure, honestly. Just as you think things are getting better, they come up in a game like this, and players were playing like they had no desire. Only the new signings played with desire. Only the new signings. Delete, Mazraoui, of course, Zakzi, that's his game. I thought he had a decent few minutes when he was on. Ugarte, obviously the man of the match. The rest of the players were playing like they had no desire and ambition. Onana was on the ball more than most of the players. They were passing to the ball to Onana, all the time. You felt, what is wrong with these outfield players? I mean, it is so painful to watch, guys. I looked at this team and I'm thinking, guys, shall we do to see that spark come and stays consistently in this team? Garnacho, is Garnacho immune to the rotation? When Garnacho starts a game, Eric Ten Hag never substitutes him. Garnacho was wasting balls. He was, all over the place. It took long to put off Marcus Rashford. Ahmad is on the bench. Ahmad could have started as a 10. If he doesn't want to play Eriksen there, he would have put there Ahmad. But Eric Ten Hag just loves to complicate football. Tinkerman complicating the game. I mean, so bad. It doesn't make sense, honestly. Sometimes you've got to keep it simple. Sometimes you've got to keep it simple. The errors in the goal we considered, I thought it was, and poor defending from both Lindelof and Martinez. I saw Lindelof limping just before the goal, I think. He was limping, and I could have predicted that he should have been coming off. But again, Eric Ten Hag, the manager, was not his team were not observant enough to see that. Anyway, maybe because we have the luxury of TV. But you see, me when I'm watching a game like that, I focus a lot on the player who has not been playing for a long time because I know any minute they could get injured again. But you saw what happened. He was eventually pulled off. I'll tell you, Lindelof will be out for another long period of time. Sad that Anthony, who looked a bit, I think, sharp when he came on, I thought he looked a bit, switched on and fired on. Unfortunately, got an injury. But listen, I think this draw, and again, I predicted, I think, United not losing. I said it would be hard for us to win this one. Not that the result really shocks me, but I feel like if we had wanted it a little more, we could actually have beaten this Fenerbahce team. It's not really that the strongest of teams. If we wanted it a little more, if Eric Ten Hag kept it a little more a little simpler, if Eric Ten Hag had his tactics right, I think we could have given ourselves a chance to win this game. But again, guy complicating the game. Listen, I know so many people who have given up on Eric. I can't blame them, to be honest, because I mean the changes are too subtle. Are too That's the problem. There is improvement, but it is too subtle that it's painful to endure, to bear. And you're thinking, will that spark ever come? The spark is lacking in this team. We reached a point, guys in the tunnel, just hugging Jose Mourinho, guys, just greeting each other. I saw Mazraoui, Amrabat pretending to know everyone at Man United. They are just tapping on each other. It's like it was like a friendly game, guys. This is a European match, but we are treating it like it's a friendly. Where is the fire? This is Man United. You have no friends when you're struggling in Europe. We are yet to win a single game. But the players, even Eric Ten Hag tapping on Sofian Amrabat, well, I know football is not war, but I mean, sometimes you have to read the room and see the situation you're in and bring the fire, light it up. That said, big credit to Manuel Ugarte. I think he has this performance for him. I think is a brilliant one. It will, I think, be a good basis for him to come up there and step his game up, and at least I try to silence the naysayers. Like one guy who was laughing at me for praising Ugarte before he signed him and saying, now he can't even start. I don't know what this guy is going to say. I've even forgotten the name in one of my previous videos. One of the comments, I actually responded to this guy because I thought, I mean, Ugarte just needed time. But Europe also, I think, is an easier stage for him than the Premier League because he has played in Europe at a higher stage in the Champions League with PSG. But league never gets higher than the Premier League, does it? So I think for me, but this performance will give him that confidence, really to step up his game. So I thought that was a positive. I thought yes, Mazraoui. I don't blame Mazraoui for playing himself in the number 10. He clearly looked uncomfortable there, but continues to show how smart a player he is. Had a few errors, of course, when he dropped back in the left back. You wonder why again. Eric Ten Hag did not put Dalot on the left and take back Mazraoui on the right because Mazraoui, I think, has not played left back at United before. So a few funny decisions you don't get anyway. But it is what it is. 3 draws now for Man United. Not good enough. Player ratings. Onana, that double save, brilliant stuff there. He should, I think, get a place in Uganda. Whenever he comes back from Uganda, he's unplayable. But I think I would give Onana a 7 out of 10. I would give on the right, Dalot lost a few balls. I would give Dalot 5 out of 10. On the left, Martinez, because the one who started there, I would give him. He was, captain. He was solid and aggressive. He showed us. He showed that passion. I would give him 6 out of 10. Central defense, delete. I would give delete 7 out of 10. Lindelof, uh, 5 out of 10. In the middle, Ugarte, it was 8.5 out of 10. Then Eriksen scored the goal. I would give him a 6.5. Lost a lot of balls, really, but I'll give him a 6.5 just because he scored the goal. Then Mazraoui starting in the middle, it didn't make sense at all. I would give him 4 out of 10. Okay, I'll give him 5 out of 10 because he had a part to play in the goal. Zakzi is the setup. That's what people ask me what Zakzi does. That's what he does. Plays the simple, does the simple things. He does not really don't expect so many things from Zakzi, but he has got that deft touch that can always set up and create a goal. That's why I always want to see him play with Hoyland. I want to see what they can do together. I would give Zakzi 6 out of 10. Rashford 5 out of 10. Garnacho 5.5 out of 10, or even 5 out of 10. Man, that's how average our performance was. For Eric Ten Hag, tactically, I think he was below average, 4.5 out of 10. That's my take. Like, share, subscribe, and let me catch you later.